as it broke around like 129.58.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I had one before as well. I caught it at the bottom, so I waited because I closed. I think I got stopped out earlier on, and then I just waited until it sort of got some momentum behind. Because I closed earlier on, and then I just waited.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this ran up nice. Like I woke up in the morning, I saw it making a high, I saw it coming down, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna go up and retest the high. Man, gold is so volatile. You see the spreads on gold? 10 pips, 15
Yeah, it
pips.
was massive, absolutely massive. Actually, mine was more in the morning. I think earlier on it was I was adding more than that.
Yeah, it was way more. Okay, so since GJ is heading up, should go to like 130 and continue on. Oh, yeah, if this is heading up, it should continue on to 130 to 300. 130, 300, 340, because it's a clean candle here to the left. Ah, there's 400 pips.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
I did wake up this morning and I had 45 messages this morning. I thought something had gone awfully wrong.
Hey, Ralph, I think you'll have to mute yourself. Okay. Yeah, this is going to continue. It's going to continue heading up here, GJ. I have a great position running from 129 to 300. If it comes down for a retest around 129,600, I'm going to try to re-enter. Okay, so news on GJ. Well, seems like it was good news. This one was bad. Nothing really made a difference. When the world is crumbling here. Yeah, it's perfect. It's awesome. The world is crumbling at one end and
Get your face mask on, mate.
man, you know what's funny? The flights are still going. Like the planes are still flying to the UK. They're coming back from the UK. I don't know what the fear is. My buddy came back from the UK yesterday. He's like, there's no checking at the airport. It's just everything's just normal. They just hand you these pamphlets on what to do, and that's it.
Oh, bloody hell, man.
All right, what's this? TP1, TP2. Yeah, I think it's bullish, really, really bullish. Because there's a clean candle here to the left, going up to 130, 130, 300. And now, if price is going to continue going up, we need to see if price is going to create some sort of support. So the first support level that we have at this area is right over here, and the second support level which price can form is over here. So you just gotta wait. Man, oil spreads are just wild. I can't even trade oil. No, gold.
Wow.
On Vantage FX, gold spreads are 40 pips.
Wow.
On Traders Domain, gold spreads are like 20, 24 pips. Man. Yeah, I'm not even touching on gold.
Good morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
How was Miami?
Oh, it was great. Everything was closed. Nothing was open.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely nothing. So the time you had to spend was with each other. That's it.
That's good though.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It wasn't too bad.
I saw you had some steaks.
My friend came and he invited me to his home. Went there and I had great tomahawks. It was the first
Yeah,
time I
no,
had
Kerwin.
Kerbin.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't get down there on last Sunday.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll come back again. Wow, man, this is crazy. I was reading that they're unable to access the gold future contracts, something along those lines, which is why the gold spreads are being so high. Which tells me to just stay away from gold. I'm not even going to touch gold. Screw that. I'm gonna stick with my baby GJ over here. How come your first target is at the 130, 300? The reason why my first target is at 130, 300 is if price is heading up, and if you look left, there's this move that happened on GJ down on the 20th March around New York afternoon. So there was a big move happen down, right? So now when you see GJ continuing going up, you see that, okay, it's created a support at 129, 300. So when you look left, this was a resistance now, right? So it has moved up. So this is a base has been formed now. So if price is heading up, you just think to yourself, okay, if it's heading up, how far can it go? So you look left, you see the price here, you see this area 130, 300. So that's the most probabilistic area where price can go. So now if you're looking for buys, you're looking to see how you're going to take buys, right? So if you go to the, I mean, from the 15-minute perspective, if you take a buy, your stop is going to be pretty big, right? It's going to be 46 pip stop. So you need to find like a support form. So if you go to this 5-minute time frame, since the volume is so high, we look for supports to be formed. So maybe a good support can be formed right over here, 129,600. We gotta wait for this confirmation. But if someone's aggressive, once this 15-minute candle closes, or once this 15-minute candle is forming, you can anticipate this low right here, down here, to be respected. But again, this is a like low confirmation time frame, the 5-minute and the 15-minute. What is the reason for this huge spread on gold? Let's Google this answer here. Oh, seems like we're not going to find our answer over here. I don't know, where was I reading that? There's something about futures and something getting access. Was it on Instagram? Something. I don't know. The only thing I know is I'm not touching gold at all because the spreads are too high. US funding difficulties are impacting gold futures swaps, which is why spreads are high, I think. Yeah, that could make sense because I have no idea. All I know is that, like, you know, they just spreads are high, and I have no idea why they're high. I'm uneducated in that aspect. But what I do know is how to trade GJ, so that's about it. I will running from 129,300. Super target 130,300. Man, it's gonna reach it. Yeah, it's gonna go tap it. It's heading there right now. It's just a monster candle on the 5-minute. Oh wow. Look at that.
That's a Jackie Chan one, mate.
Yeah, that's Jackie Chan running all the way to the target.
Got a fly kick. That's it.
Oh my days, Yasser.
I hope nobody was offended by that comment. That was a compliment.
Yeah, man. Wow. All you have to do is close your eyes and take a buy on GJ. It's pretty risky. What's this? Clean traffic to the left once you break. Yep, exactly. This was the whole bias here.
Hey, rakeel.
Hey, how are you?
Man, how's Miami?
Oh, it was pretty good. Yeah, man, it was awesome.
Toronto. Mm, it's Good.
You're in any trades? I was in a GJ trade from 129 300. I got out at 130 100.
You got it?
Yeah, I got out at 130 100. I was in from earlier, right before the live streams.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So
woke
what's
up.
up?
Hey, how are you?
Good, brother. You good?
Good.
Oh, I have to do my press ups today, man. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning.
Easy, Chris.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, not too bad, brother.
Lockdown, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I've got my protein source anyway, so I'm all good.
Yeah, I've got lots of cake. I'm fine.
Oh my god.
No, I'm all right.
So, Chris, seems like I'm still coming to England.
Yeah, I've literally just gone and had a look through the group, and I said, you said that. I don't know. You're going to be alright to come, I'm sure, but you ain't going to be able to do nothing at all.
Why not?
What we've got, well, because you can't. There's nowhere. It's nowhere open. Everyone's
Yeah.
closed.
But we got
I mean,
the
you'll be
boot
able to
camp.
do your boot camp, yeah, for sure. But
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's going to be no bars. There's going to be no nothing.
Oh.
Everything's shut, man. It's literally you'll be able to do your boot camp, and probably that's it.
Yeah,
I would say.
it's gonna be like Miami.
Yeah, potentially. I'll check. Have you spoke to the hotel? Whether they're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
allow you to? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're still open.
Yeah, thanks for the money. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. All right,
Yeah.
mateys, we'll see you later.
Yeah, no, I think you still be able to do it, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
But by then, you never know. We might have things change. So,
Holy fuck, man. Gold spread is 40 pips.
yeah, gold's gone like silly. Yeah, it's like over 16 as well now.
Wow.
Oh, it was a minute ago. Yeah. How's the flight, dude? Good?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Very
Better
nice
than the
flight.
first one.
Very nice flight. Both ways I paid for the business class, and both times they made us sit like in the like in the middle of the plane just to balance out the weight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Did you get any of that swaying on the way back? You know, where it's kind of left and right? You know,
A
it was
little
swaying.
bit. Little
Yeah.
bit, not a lot.
Not as
it was
bad.
A little bit.
Good.
Man, this GJ was great.
Yeah, we got a bit on GJ this morning, which is quite cool.
Wow. This is gonna tap back. Oh, we did some crazy analysis too during the boot camp based on the weekly level that it closed above support.
Yep.
Should continue bullish.
Structure-wise, makes sense for sure.
Yep.
So I was trying to catch that move to the left that we just got there now, but I couldn't really find an entry on the lower time frames. But
Chris, that's 150 pips from our entry. Or our
literally, I got stopped up by 1 pip,
Yeah, me too.
1.3 pips.
That was awful.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is, man. We've still got a bit up to that, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a good trade beforehand. It's just a shame. We knew it was coming, but to get tapped out by a whip, like 1 pip, 1 and a bit, it's annoying.
Man, looks like there's 5 minutes gonna tap 13300.
Mm-hmm.
Just get so aggressive for entries.
Mm.
You really have to be a shark just to go like, okay, bye, let's go.
Yeah. We were, where were we? I can't remember. What was that? I've been entering a lot of mid-candle trades recently.
Yep.
As watching the momentum as it moves and breaks, and instead of waiting for closures, I think just to limit stop loss, but it's a little bit risky, I think, but it seems to be working.
Is Ted a pilot? I'm sure I heard someone mention that before. I'm pretty sure no one mentioned
No,
that before.
Chris is the pilot.
There's no way I'm a pilot.
Isn't it David? David's the pilot, isn't he?
Yeah,
The futures guy.
yeah. Ted never mentioned he's a pilot. I don't know where people get these rumors from.
Since he doesn't like flying, I don't think he'd like to. Well, I never know. It might be like me and think if I flew a plane, I might be all right.
Wow, man! All news has been moved. All news has been moved up like an hour and 15 minutes. Like this flash PMI used to be at 8:30. It's at like 9:45 a.m. now. We are living in interesting times, mateys.
Yep. Real interesting.
Oh, we got more bank rates coming in here. Wonder if they're gonna cut the rates here again.
I won't be surprised.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, morning.
What's up, dude? What's up?
Not much, yourself?
I'm going to go make coffee. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, beautiful. So, Roger, what was your confirmation in this trade?
Buys over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, price came down to 129. So once this doji candle formed, and I saw the next candle wicking down, I'm like, okay, like, you know what? There's a lot of volume here, so I might want to take a buy. So I took a buy with like a 20 pip stop. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to see. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to see what's going on. So I went to the washroom, came back to my computer, and I was up like, I think it was 15 pips.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was like, oh, okay, perfect. So I put stops at break even, moved to the hive minute, saw it come up to 129,600. And then I was like, oh, perfect. It might end up starting to go up, and it started to go up. But the whole idea was the price made a high right here at 129,700, and this high had to be retested. So it's just so it's just a matter of fact that, okay, at what point will the retest be? So when price came down here, I looked left, okay, there was a resistance here, and there was a clean candle forming to the left. We had a high to be retested. So that's my confirmation. I put a stop below this candle here and took a buy.
Very nice. Yeah, I was a bit skeptical to take a buy on the candle confirmation. My buy was as we broke the high.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. So then, like, we broke the high. Now I broke this high. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then my stop was there. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.
But you had a better entry than what I did.
Yes.
Which is good. That was a really good trade.
Yours was good
kind
too.
Yeah.
Like, you took it as it broke the high, and your stop was down here. And I mean, this is all that we thought over the weekend too, like about impulse entries and giving a trade a second chance, and it's good.
Yeah. See, I thought once this closed like a doji, that it will copy the previous candle. But then I didn't break the low, and then broke the high, and then that was there.
Yeah, that was it.
That's why I didn't take the buy on the wick down. But you did really well.
I think I got lucky. I had this week. This was my first win this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had losses.
Yeah, I got to stop trading Monday. Monday's not a good day.
Yeah, I sold GJ start of the week. It was a loss. I sold it again. I won, and then I bought. I lost again. So I had 2 losses, 1 win.
When did you buy it? Asian?
It was Asian session, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought it at Asian session. It got stopped out.
Yeah. What was where was that? On the chart.
It was somewhere over somewhere over here.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere over here. Can't really pinpoint it.
Was it an impulse or was it a close?
It was a close. I entered at
Close.
128.560. 128.5. Oh, I know. Yeah, it was right over here.
Oh,
Once
there
the
you
candle
go.
closed bullish, I took a buy with the anticipation that, okay, now we should continue to start going up. But it came down and stopped me out.
Oh, so where was your stop? Underneath the 15-minute candle?
Yeah, it was like around 10 pips, 10, 15.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asian. You might have to cut that off. I don't know. It's been tricky. How's your win rate during Asian at the moment?
I don't really focus on it.
Okay.
It's just not enough to really calculate. Like I haven't in the past year and a half, I think I've traded Asian just a handful of times. Not a lot at all. Maybe like 10 times, that's it.
Yeah. Man, what's with this spread on gold?
Someone gave an explanation on why the spread is high, but if someone knows more, if they can come on the mic and explain that to everybody, that would be amazing.
It could have something to do with the liquidity of the US dollar or something. But maybe that's probably why the Fed's printing the money, because there's not enough liquidity in the market. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, basically the explanation was that it's from unconfirmed sources that the massive spreads on gold that we are currently experiencing is down to a problem with the EST exchange. This is basically an exchange of futures. This is a private agreement between two parties to trade a futures position for the basket of underlying actuals. Yeah, pretty complicated. And
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I don't understand. So I'm not even going to get
Phil
here.
from Blackpool Market said that liquidity providers and banks are no longer providing feeds.
Okay.
Feeds. Oh, jeez.
For gold. And so if that continues, then there's just going to be nothing. There'll be no vol, like you won't be able to trade it essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's what I saw. That's where I read that. It was the Vantage FX email.
Yeah, man. I read that as well.
Interesting.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ronnie. How are you?
Oh, well. Happy to see you back.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, was it a successful weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good. Nice.
Pretty good. It was amazing to see that people still came out amidst of this. Like, whatever that's happening.
Oh, this is just this whole scenario of being isolated. There it goes. Back to 1700.
Man, gold spread it's I mean, anyone who's trying to trade gold, good luck. That's all I gotta say.
This morning I had 130 pips spread on gold.
It's 40 pips, 70.
See, on TradingView, you've got this candle, but this candle, half this candle is a wick on my MetaTrader.
On my MetaTrader,
Yeah.
this is the spread right here. That's my spread.
Oh,
Yeah, FXCM's chart I think is a bit messed up. The whole morning, mine hasn't been moving, but like Angela and Chris use Awanda and theirs have been moving. So I think the FXCM feed on TradingView has a bit of an issue.
Yeah, mine's in Oanda and it's good.
Oh, okay, very interesting.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Because mine looks different than... Wait. Yeah, it's different than Raj's.
Yeah.
My spread on gold isn't that bad though.
No.
What, 20 pips?
Mine's 8.
Oh,
Oh, that's not bad
that's pretty good.
in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. Is it volatile? Is the spread moving a lot, or is it staying at 8
It's been
pips?
static at 8 the whole morning.
Oh, that's mate. You've got a good deal with your
But
broker.
my candles aren't moving that much. It's like
Mm.
kind of like frozen a bit.
I think mine's frozen as well. It's like
Man,
Yeah, with IC it's frozen, but it's 20 pips spread though.
man, interesting times.
Ooh, grab GJ at 129,400. Wow, very nice. Someone is saying buy gold, buy gold. Oh, let's do this. Options, remove user. There we go. Perfect.
Oh, Roger, how's your options going?
Wait, on oil?
Are we talking about it or no?
Oh, I haven't even looked at it. Oh, it's
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah, just wanted to know your findings.
Yeah, it's good. Like my, I'm gonna close it if it comes down to $10 a barrel.
Yeah. I know it's not so much that, it's more for the options trade that you want to do, how you're going to structure it.
Oh, I haven't really figured it out yet.
Yeah, that's all right.
Looks like GJ is about to make a second move here once this 5-minute breaks to have the previous one.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
How are we all doing?
Better than yesterday. That's good.
Why? What happened yesterday? I wasn't in, but yeah.
Oh, it's aimed to be better every day, so
Yeah.
better
that's
than
good.
yesterday.
Good.
Yeah, I might want to grab another piece here on GG as it starts to move beyond 130-100 and goes to 130-300.
I got a good 40 pips this morning on GJ buys.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think it's going to move more.
Yeah, I think so as well. Gold is crazy.
Gold is, I've divorced gold. I'm not even going near it.
Maybe we should move to silver. I've heard that's very volatile.
Nice. You guys take live trades here. Yes. GJ, I'm about to, once it comes to 130-100, there's going to be another position I'm going to enter here for a buy. Oh, shit. Okay, got in. Oh.
No screwing around.
Yeah. Right here, 130-100.
You're not worried about the hour open?
Well, it's done what it wanted to do, so I mean, what's there to be worried about?
Oh, just a wick down if it doesn't get to your target.
Wow.
There it goes.
So you had your order just above the previous week.
130-100.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Stop at break even.
Very good, Raja. Jeez.
Yeah, thank you.
That
Happy
person
days.
asked about that live, if you take live trades.
Yeah.
I think that's answered.
Well, I said it like 8-9 times. 130-100. 130-100.
Yeah, exactly. There's no excuse.
Very nice, Raja.
Yeah, it's gonna tap 130-300.
Why do you have that 300 level?
Oh, because if you look left on the 30-minute or 1 hour, you'll see that there's a clean candle that started from 130.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have clean candles to the left, there's a very high probability that the candles are going to mirror that same exact move going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. So based on the 15-minute, it didn't really, there was no confirmation. So I dropped down to 5-minute because there's so much volume and so much volatility here. So in the 5-minute, the whole idea was that if the 5-minute breaks the high of the previous one, I'm gonna take an entry. So, you know, it came here, I took a buy and went in profits, put stops at break even, and I mean, if it goes up, goes up. Sent screenshot on Instagram. Ken, I think you need to send a link over here because I can't look at Instagram while I'm trying to look at the charts here. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. Plus, if I open Instagram, the analysis on Instagram, if you send them on Instagram, I can't zoom in, zoom out. You can't do that there, you know? So, I mean, that's not the best way to send analysis. What software do you use? Oh, there we go. My runner is almost about to get stopped out.
GI thing, but you know, I'm meticulous. I'm a physician. I looked it up. I ended up piggy banking from Walter Reed, so I got a test late Saturday night, and I'm negative. I stayed home another day.
Have your gyms closed as well, Raja?
Yep.
In Canada, yeah. Gee, so what are we gonna do?
I'm doing a lot of home workouts, prison style.
Oh, nice.
Prison style.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with the calisthenics.
You got a punching bag or something?
No, I got some bands. I do some like burpees, squats, push-ups. I mean, just like the basics. I think these 2 weeks I'm going to try to take my burpees up to like, oh, my runner got stopped out.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a good trade.
Man, it's less than 5 minutes. Fantastic. Man, so do you reckon eventually we're going to have to start taking GJ on the 1 minute? Is this what we're coming to? At this rate, mate, we've gone from 30-minute closes to impulse entries on the 5-minute. How have you adapted so quickly, Raja?
For what?
From going from waiting for 30 minutes to close to now taking impulse entries on 5-minute.
Oh, because the 30-minute, they have huge stop losses, right? So when there's a huge stop loss here, then you got to go down. So it's like when there's a lot of volume and so let's say when price is moving normally, right? So you're going to look at the 4-hour and you're going to say, okay, if I take a buy, my stop is going to be huge. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to go to a smaller time frame to get like a smaller stop loss. So it's the same thing here. When there's a lot of volume here on the 30-minute and then on the 15 minutes, you're going to say, okay, you know what? Like if there's a lot of volume and stops are too high, I'm probably going to drop down to the 5-minute to see if I can get something better. So when you start looking here, then you start seeing similar formations formed on the 5-minute as they would appear normally on the 30-minute time frame. Or the 15-minute.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah. And so you feel the same confidence in these 5 minutes than what you would with the 15 minutes and the 30 minutes?
Yeah, before this COVID thing happened, I wasn't confident, but then I had to really adjust my brain to this.
Yeah, I think once you see it enough times, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
I think it's just keep watching the same thing again and again. You keep saying, and then 5-minute candles being so big, it's just the same. You're still aiming for a wick fill or something, and it's but that wick feels like 30 pips or something.
Yeah, and also go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, like now, for example, you're looking at that. I mean, I potentially would have took that as a break, and then you instantly open it into profit at that point. So, well, with your spread obviously, but then I'll be aiming to fill that wick to the left, which is the newest high, based on the fact we're aiming momentum. So.
Yeah.
Not that you do it every single time, but that's where you can maximise just by seeing the same thing again and again. DJ's been doing a lot of that. Gold was until today, but the spreads obviously are now making that a little bit irrelevant. But
at the same time, you have to realize that these are not normal market conditions.
Mm-hmm.
This is not how normally the market moves.
So to minimize your risk, there's kind of a couple of ways, right? So one, you just drop down to a lower time frame, and then the second one, you just lower your loss size.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that. That's what I've been doing. I mean, structure still forms on 15 and 5-minute. You just have to be maybe a little bit quicker, or like a little bit more. Anticipate a bit quicker, because you can miss it real quick. And then if you enter too late, you've got to take into account spread a lot more if you're using low time frame. That's what I've noticed. So, yeah, it works fine. But again, it's just having that confidence to enter that trade at the time. Yeah, like that trade there, you see, where it broke the previous and it started to go up, you could have entered at that break and you would have been into profit instantly. And then you get this happen. But you would have been at break even at that point, right? So you shouldn't have an issue. But you see what's happened right now. If you're playing it off like a 15-minute, that could now pull back another 20, 30 pips. You never know.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the only way. It just there's loads of ways to do it, but it's just what I've been doing recently as well. Lower time frames, because the wicks and stuff are still relatively big. You're still looking at 10, 15, 20 pip wicks on a 5-minute chart. You can still make a trade.
Yeah,
but over bias still counts. I'm still looking at 30-minute structure.
And have you been risking like business as usual? I know risk is
I've risked less currently.
Per trade.
Maybe half risk to normal personally. Half to 3/4 of what I'd normally risk. But if I start doing well after a couple of days and I'm in decent percentage profit, then obviously I'll just go back up to like normal levels, because then I've got a bit to play with, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
And if I start seeing losing, I mean, as long as the consistency rate's up there, it's not an issue, Should be.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because obviously 5 minutes are less of a confirmation than what 15 or 30 minutes are. But the only way to catch these moves are on these 5-minute time frames.
For very good entries, yeah. I mean, you can still play it off the higher time frames if you're willing to have a bigger stop loss, but you still calculate the risk to that stop loss, right? So you still be risking the same. But the difference is now some of the moves are a little bit out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, well, that doesn't really make sense, and that's the adaptation that what I've been making myself. So, but structure overall is still sensible. You know, still look at the structure on 30-minute, still same zone, same resistance and stuff like that. But just maybe look to enter on a lower time frame to give yourself a better option. But
yeah,
there's no reason you can't still play it off a 30-minute as long as you're willing to take that, you know, larger stop loss. Calculated properly, still risking say 1% or 2% or whatever it is, still risking the same, right? So
yeah, that's it.
Ooh, what's this? Support formed. Support has not formed. A support is formed when the candle is going to close bullish. That's when the support is formed. So if you're looking for buys, oh man, one thing is your zones are amazing. They're perfect. You got a resistance here. There's a clean move happened down and there was resistance here. According to you, do you consider this zone as free traffic? Yes. This is perfect. I really like this chart markup. Amazing. Ooh.
Ooh.
Gold came. Wow, this is nuts. All right, what's this? Oh, someone's looking for sells on AUD/USD. Yep, this makes sense. Is that resistance? You have a candle closing bearish. You're anticipating this one to continue down till this range here. Looks good.
Are you only trading GJ right now, Raja?
Yes.
Cool.
Only GJ.
Is that because of the spread on gold and you staying away from that, or?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the spreads are too high. It's basically costing you a lot to trade gold than it would cost you to trade GJ.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you scalp, it's not, if you have a huge spread, it's not good, is it? So.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I cracked my phone.
Here we go. There we go.
Oh yeah, now it's
GJ.
gonna start pushing. Taking an entry at, oh wow, it's going to continue going to 13300 here. Looks like 15-minute made a lower wick.
Well, my next resistance, it's around 1,300, 500, 1,300. That's kind of like the preeminent one.
yeah,
If we pass that, it's flying again.
See now, if you start looking at this as, let's say, a 15-minute time frame or a 30-minute time frame, this would make sense for it to continue moving bullish. If this 5-minute close is bullish, the next one is going to continue moving to 13300.
But Raja, what I see is that we've already retested the high. So we made the high, and now this candle's retested it.
Yeah, so for it to continue on, it needs to close bullish, so the next one can continue on.
Above the zone that it's made?
No, it's
above
just
that mini resistance?
Yeah, around here. Yeah, that would make sense.
So that's all it was doing all morning. It's kind of, a push, then it creates small resistance. Small support, then push. Same thing again on 5 minute.
Yeah,
that's all it was doing. Create new highs all the way along.
Got in a small position here on GJ.
So that's a big start. I think 450 is a relevant target. I think would be sensible.
Yeah, I think it will push all the way to 450 as well.
I mean, if you break that, I think actually realistically you can be looking at 31.2 as a target for today. But we've got to get above that first.
See, this candle's about to close in 8 seconds, 5 seconds. And the next 5 minutes should respect the low here and continue moving bullish. And this will be my third trade for today.
Just milking it.
Just taking buys on GJ, man.
Every 10 minutes, boom, in and out.
We kind of did this yesterday, and we said it wasn't really over trading because it was, we're still playing with profits of what we made. But I entered a fair few trades yesterday based on 5 minute, but getting in for 8, 10, 15 pips and then getting out, it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I don't think it's over trading if you're sensible.
I mean, we're just following where it's heading.
Yeah, and it's not
heading
particularly
up.
hard.
Are you only putting one position, Roger?
Yeah. Yeah, like one lots. Yeah, so this one I'm doing one lots here. The first one had a 5 lot, so as I go up the number of trades, I lower down my lot size.
Yeah, of course. Okay, cool.
Hey Roger, I've got a question for you.
Hey.
Someone posted up at the chat a chart, a minute ago, and they said, is this forming support? It was on of the dollar, not this one. It was the other one I was looking at. And you said it's not forming support unless the candles are closing bullish. Can you explain that a bit more?
Yeah, because if a candle closes bearish and then the candle closes bullish, then a support has formed.
Right, okay. I was trying to relate that to where we currently are on GJ at the minute. So we've got those 2 bullish candles that have moved us up nicely now. Yeah, trying to look exactly there, yeah.
That's support.
Yeah, cool. That's what I thought. Lovely, thanks for that.
Yeah, for Aussie, it needs to break above this area here to be considered a buy. So that's what that chart was, I think. Oh, what's this? GBP CHF 30-minute chart heading up. I think you need to maybe bring your stop a little closer, or maybe even wait for like a support to be formed or a high to be formed, just like right over here. Oh, I think it did tap into 130 and 295. Oh yeah, it did tap into there, to that area. Oh, Jesus, GJ, calm down there, mate. So vicious. See, the thing is, China is recovering from coronavirus now. That's what I don't understand. China's like completely recovering slowly.
I think they eliminated all the cases.
Yeah. They're like, we're good.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think like by the by mid-April, like this Corona thing would just end. It'll just go away. And I remember it'll be like, oh, thank you everybody for this 2-week quarantine. We are all okay now. You know, we worked as a world to get rid of this problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that will happen. Oh, this position got stopped out.
Well, I'm done for the day now. So,
Yep, done for the day too.
yeah, just 5 trades is enough. That's it. I'm off. All right, guys, take care. Stay safe, stay strong. Look after yourselves.
You dude. You too, mate.
Well, to be fair, we did tap into 13300, almost 0.2 pip away. What a push GJ had, man. What a push from London session. Sell on this bearish close. Yep, makes sense. Coming down. Oh, nice. Do you always scalp with small TP and stop loss? Yes. I focus on like 10 to 15 pips, and that's about it. 1 to 2 trades a day, 10 to 15 pips.
What's up, Rakeel?
Hey, how's it going?
Chillin'.
Oh, who is this? Oh, Shema.
Yeah, brother.
Welcome, welcome.
Just let's have some breakfast. I'm like, let me check on my boy.
Yeah, we're doing good. Survived Corona in Miami.
Oh man, yeah, that was what I had to ask. So you actually went? So like, bro, did you smuggle yourself there? Like,
No,
everything was locked down.
no, it's normal. Everything is normal. Like flights are normal. Everything is normal.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Our mutual friend started messaging me at 5 a.m. this morning. He loaded his account and he said in one trade he blew his account because the gold spread was like 700 pips.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt so bad, man. He's like literally, he took one trade like he was meant to. He waited till the morning like he was meant to. He's like, he just didn't check the spread. And in literally one trading second, like his account was wiped out.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he emailed the broker. He emailed like even Ted. Like, it was, oh man, I felt so bad, man.
If I got $1 for every time he blew an account, I'd probably have like $120.
Yeah, dude. that sounds pretty accurate, to be honest.
Yep. Wow. How dumb can you be, man? How dumb can you be? You open a trade and you don't even look at the spreads to see what's going on.
Yeah, like my question was, I asked him, like, don't you have the bid and the ask line on your screen? Like, it shows you like the space between two of them.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. It is what it is. Is Mr. Nan good?
It is what it is, man. Some people never learn.
That's big fact.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna have breakfast. Just wanted to say hi. Tell Ted I said what's up when he pops on.
Alright, brother.
Enjoy. May the pips be with you. Don't become the wick.
This was a nice trade here on AUD USD by this person, Elliot. Beautiful. Can I get... Oh my god. Hey, Heinz. Who is this guy? Man, how can people be so disrespectful? Honestly, I mean, no manners. Wow.
I'm just looking on GJ 1 hour. In the last 4 hours, if he entered every single hour with a 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip profit day, he would have made a lot of money.
Yep.
It's like, just kept them going.
What do you consider a good spread to trade? Depends on your risk reward, depends on what you want to trade, the pairs that you want to trade. Jesus, retesting this area to continue down. Wow, this is crazy.
Hey, Rakeel. You know, if you look on GJ, where that 15-minute was before, the previous 15-minute, you'll see that GJ is just tapping into that zone as we was creating support on the 5-minute earlier on. So I think once this 30-minute might close above this previous support you've just drawn, the next one might tap down and continue. Because my next zone's at 130,600. And I'll tell you why now. Let me look at my chart. My next zone's at 130,600 because that coincides with the first pit stop down from 131,700. So when price tapped 131,700, it obviously sellers took control. Price came back to create a resistance area for liquidity again, and then it came all the way back down to 129. And then it's gone down to 127 ranged, and now it's doing the same thing but on the way back up. If you look at the 15 and 30.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I had a target around 130 right here, and then it tapped into it, rejected it. So what I'm thinking is that maybe it made a high over here, come down to create another support, and then continue on past this and then go to where you're saying.
Yeah, that's likely as well.
But the problem is we're not sure whether it's going to create a support around this area where it's at, because like this is also a liquidity zone right here.
That's right, yeah.
Because of this wick. So whether it's going to create a support in here or it's going to deeper one, that's something we don't know until we see it.
I mean, with GJ, sometimes it just brings out the dildos by surprise, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, that's true.
1 minute everyone's playing nice, the next minute is no Vaseline, so it's crazy. Was that Shamar I just heard?
Yeah.
Oh, heard like that. What happened to Zilly?
I think he died or something.
What? Daniel Zilly?
Yeah, he's gone.
No.
Yeah.
Overdose.
On what? Overdose.
How did he die then?
No, this just went away. Like every mentor who just disappeared, I just say, yeah, they died.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a bit cynical.
Yeah. He's like, oh, really? He died.
Man's just took people's money, got a 9 to 5, and was like, yeah, he dead now.
Yeah, he dead now.
Yeah, just make up some wild story like, yeah, he went on a hunting trip in Africa and the lions jumped in the car and ate him. Like, wow, it's crazy. That usually never happens.
Yeah, we just found a finger, so I don't know what to do now. It's gone.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, everyone keeps saying, how come you were able to go Canada, but America and US have not stopped. They've not closed the borders to each other. They've put restrictions on the borders, but
See, the flights are stopped to non-essential flyers.
oh, so you're essential, okay.
I'm still non-essential.
So so was you acting suspicious? What's going on?
No, I mean, they're still letting people fly. No problem. I think the only reason why they're saying they're only open to non-essential flyers is because, like, to prevent people from flying.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it.
so they're not enforcing it. It's just a kind of mental block.
Yeah, it's not like they'll say, no, sir, you can't board the plane.
That's crazy. These government people are nuts, man.
Yeah, because when I was about to fly to Miami, everyone said, oh, you need to make up a big excuse, say something like a story. But I just said, he said, okay, so what's your reason of travel? I said, well, family, friends. They're like, oh, okay, have a nice trip.
Yeah, and then they have the cheat to tell us that we're not doing enough, to prevent the spread. It's our fault. Crazy people.
I don't even know what's going on.
So would you say that it's more media centralization?
No, because the people are talking about it. I think it's mainly economically motivated. The stimulus packages, and I think there's bigger things at play with gold, oil, stock markets. So if you traded any of those things, you just got, especially the US dollar as well. The US dollar is really strong right now. So I think you just have to be careful. Trade accordingly. Like the spread, like my spread on gold right now is $10. Like the price is at 90. Well, price isn't moving anymore actually. Wow, my gold price isn't. Oh, they've turned gold off.
Yep.
Oh no, it's moving. But yeah, the spread on gold is like $10 right now. What the hell? That's crazy. I'm assuming that's because the US stock markets are starting to go up, and because I think the US stock market going up is a bit of a manipulation, because the bill that Trump is putting through to Congress has been blocked twice. It got blocked on Sunday. So him and Tim Mnuchin, they basically devised a bill together. Now the bill basically is $4 trillion, and it's for various packages in various industries. A certain part of that bill is $500 billion, and that is for companies, specific companies. Now the Democrats inside the Democrats who control the Congress, like Nancy Pelosi. She's a speaker. She has got a vendetta against Trump. If you didn't know that, do some research. They basically go back and forth in the House, and they go back and forth on Twitter and in the news and things like that. So whenever Trump brings a bill, she always contests it just to be a thorn in his side. Now, what you see at the minute is this $500 billion package, specifically for companies like Boeing and other countries that are being affected. Basically, the Democrats are saying that this package is basically Trump trying to bail out his friends. So they blocked it on Sunday, and then they had a meeting yesterday at 1:35 GMT, and they blocked it again. Now, obviously, with these stimulus packages being introduced, it's going to stimulate the economy because the US government is going to directly intervene in the Dow Jones and buy equities. So the Dow Jones is obviously going to go up once the US government's buying equities. Now, obviously, gold has dropped. Well, it did drop from 1,700 all the way to 1,460, and now it's starting to go back up. It's almost touching 1,600s again. Did I say 1,460? I might not have meant 1,460. Yeah, I did. I meant 1,460. And now you're seeing gold push up again. So what it is the whales have already moved the price, but they know that retail traders are watching, or that small people are watching, so they don't want us to profit. So I think what they're doing is they're manipulating price action, and they're manipulating the spreads. And that's what you see there. That's what you're going to see. I think spreads on gold, right? Yeah. Well, is that GJ?
Yeah, GJ's moving.
Yeah, I'm already in a buy anyway, so.
Nice.
I got a buy at 130, 16. For one to head up. But if you look on the 4 hour, there's also a big wick there, Ricky. There's a wick from 136 to 131.7.
Yeah, I think this is going to continue moving.
Yeah, I got in buys as well on GJ. Got entry 130, 155.
Rakeel, you said you had a buy on oil as well.
Yeah.
I think there's still room to come down a little bit.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to be entering buys with you, but just not yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like with all these countries locking down, and Saudi Arabia, America, and Russia with the oil war, I don't think price is depressed enough yet. Because the countries won't need to start buying oil until maybe after like 2 weeks or something. So we'll have to see what happens. These people are so crafty. You just have to be careful, man.
Yeah. Well, GJ reached this super target here. Now the super duper target is Tashan's target.
Super
Yeah,
duper.
it's gonna break it 130.
I put it on the screen, bro. Make me feel good about myself.
All right.
I think it's gonna reach 450. That's my target there.
Don't be negative, Alex. 600.
Yeah, well, if we go above 130,500, we'll probably fly to the next, which is, I think, 131,800.
And if it starts reaching my super duplication target, I want to hear screams, guys.
I will scream, don't worry. It's coming for the 500 mark.
Yes, GJ. Yes, GJ.
Come on, GJ.
Let's do it for the gram, GJ. Come on.
Do it for Big Daddy T.
Come on. Let me get 500, GJ. I know you can do it. Let's go.
Come on. 415. 420. It's not like gold. When gold decides it's going, it's just gold.
Come on.
Yes. Come on.
Oh, good turn, by the way, guys.
Guys, it sounds like I'm at the horses or something. Chill, guys.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too. It's teasing. It's being suspicious. Don't be suspicious, GJ. I closed anyway. I closed at 420.
Yeah, same 423. Yeah. Happy.
Yeah, like I woke up this morning. I looked at the charts, and I seen gold at like 450 spread. I was like, yeah, I'm going back to sleep. So I'm back to sleep for like 2 hours.
I better dream some trades.
Yeah, dream rather than lose your bloody account.
Exactly.
That's. I mean, that could happen as well. I think is anyone into like nuke trades here and stuff like that, or is everyone kind of like off that?
What was that?
News trades, because it's GBP retail sales tomorrow. Sorry, is it retail sales or CPI? It's CPI tomorrow. Sorry.
I just wait for the news. Or
CPI is tomorrow. Retail sales Thursday.
Yeah. So I've been doing some research, and I noticed that on retail sales, if the month before is negative, then as in February, if February is negative, down, worse than forecasted, then March is always more positive. But I think this time, it remains to be seen, because obviously we know that retail sales is going to be down because the country's been in a slowdown for the last month.
Well, is it really? I mean, think about it. People have been stockpiling. Supermarkets have been boom. They didn't even have enough stock. So I think it's going to be a lot higher than what's been expected.
But that's just supermarkets, though. All other kind of industries have been reducing their services. Like restaurants have gone from walking in and sitting down to only takeaway. We've seen companies like Primark and Debenhams reducing their hours and things like that. So I think we're going to be down, man. I think it's going to be down hard. But you're right, because there's been I think the Chancellor said there's been £1 billion spending the last 2 weeks.
They stopped spending in certain areas, but then there's a lot more money that's being pumped on the other areas. So yeah, even though, coffee shops and pubs have been closed for like, 3 days, let's say maybe a week.
Yeah.
People still spend in the last 2-3 weeks, even up to a month now, they spend hugely in supermarkets.
Also, this data's for February, right? So none of this would have happened, like nothing.
Exactly.
It would have been closed. So everything that's happened in the last 3 weeks is irrelevant to those retail sales.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the guy that asked me about Brexit that time, right? I don't know if you've seen the headline, but they said that Brexit could potentially get delayed because of all this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so.
Also, the timing for the retail sales and CPI has changed, yeah? So it's not coming out at 9:30 anymore.
That's what it says on Forex Factory.
Yeah, so there was an announcement by the ONS today that
what did they say?
Data releases are now going to be at 7 o'clock.
Oh my God, who is that? Man, honestly, whoever that was, we don't want to hear your background pans or like whatever you're doing there in the background.
Cooking.
How could you not get scared when you see all those wicks at resistance? How do you know it's just going to pop? Because one candle going bearish does not mean price is bearish. You look at the overall trend and it's just bullish, and you start looking left and you see, okay, where it might head off to.
Yeah. Plus, it closed above your other resistance, your other support. It just formed that. Yeah, that's it. So,
Oh, someone completed the FTMO challenge with GJ Bias. Very nice. Oh, somebody's sell limit got triggered. Interesting.
on GJ.
I don't know. Not sure.
I wouldn't sell on GJ now.
Right, I'll be right back.
Can someone talk through this super duper Tash and target again? How we arrived at that solution there being around the 600?
So basically, if you look on the, hold on a sec. Yeah, so price pushed up and was making supports. If you can see on the 15-minute there, we've been making a support, this recent support, and
yeah,
as you all know, obviously one bearish candle doesn't mean the trend's changed. But obviously, for price to go up, it can't just continue shooting up in straight lines. It's got to create liquidity zones to grab more orders to continue up. So as on my chart, the reason why I've got 13600 marked out is because I'll go back to my chart now rather than zoom.
Is it about 136.27? Is that where you're like around that sort of area there, like the low 600s?
Mine exactly is 136.03.
Right.
But don't worry about like exact numbers. Exact numbers can kind of send you crazy. Just worry about
yeah.
Because sometimes like price pushes past anyway.
It's about 20. I'm just looking at on 15-minute chart, about 20th of March, about 4 o'clock, like that sort of like zone there where it started dropping from 131.800 down and then sort of like held a position there. Is that where you've got that from?
Yeah, so if you look back to about October 2019 on a daily chart, you'll see very, very strong buying areas at 130.600. And what that means is that prices come down in July 2019, and it's burst right through 130.600, and then it's gone up, and it's created a liquidity zone, and then it's pushed up to 135.777, come back down. Obviously, the banks will push the price back down to get an even better entry.
Yeah.
And then it's tapped 13600 one day, and it's just tapped up. The next 3 days, it went up to 137, all the way from 136.
Yeah.
130.6. So then, when you're looking back historically at price, and your market charts and your areas of interest where you want to do business, then obviously you're pulling down onto the 4 hour, and you're pulling down onto the 50-minute. So now the areas of interest that we're at, if you look between 127, talking like recently now, if you look between 127.800 and 129.100, all of that is consolidation on any chart you look at. So for me to do business, I want to see price pushing past 129.400. That's where I want to see, because if you look left, is kind of like areas of resistance where it could reject. So what we're seeing is what we want to see is decisive price action. We don't want to see consolidation. We don't want to see barcodes. We want to see like a big push, and then we want to see a big push out, and then a support formed on like a 15 or 30 minute, and then push up. And that's what you've seen twice. So you've seen price breakout of this ranging area past 129.4. It's grabbed liquidity at 129.200, pushed up again, started to grab liquidity at 130.015, forming support there. So I bought, and then I anticipated price to go to 130.600. But if you look left, there's also a recent liquidity zone at 130.450. Not recent, but like a resistance. So it's probably why price kind of turned around at that point. But yeah, that's why.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Appreciate that.
No worries.
Yeah, I've just posted my chart in there so you can have a look as well. Maybe it makes more sense.
I'll just have a look now. Yeah, I see that. That's where I was getting some figures and stuff from right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. If we pass that, we're flying to the next one.
Yeah, you've got 131.8, 131.9 is possibly not. Well, I wouldn't imagine today, but possibly this week. Maybe Thursday after a bit of a pullback tomorrow, perhaps if we push up a lot today coming out of London and we've caught a nice few trades.
Well, there's been a good 5 hours of push since this morning, and again, just looking at the move, that is 250 pips move. So it is quite a big move.
If you look left at 130.700, like 130.750, it's an area of seller sensitivity. So yeah, you might want to look for buys. I'm not saying sell, by the way. It's not a signal. For anyone listening on YouTube, you might look for buys into this area. But what you need to be careful of is that 130.700 all the way to the next zone of 131.734, whatever. They're really strong areas of seller interest and on higher time frames. So if you look on a 4 hour, these candles are all closing below 130.750. And then if you look up 131.734, candles are wicking off that area, and to the upside, candles are bouncing off that zone. So if you're looking for buys to for the pound to strengthen, what you got to be careful of is these seller sensitivity areas. Because if you look on a daily, it's even clearer. You've got a lot of wick fill potential to the upside. But then if you think of it in terms of what is price doing, price has been going down consistently from 144. So these wicks that are being formed on the hourly, or these buys that look good on the hourly and 4 hour charts, are actually just turning out to be daily wicks to grab liquidity to keep going further down. And especially because the UK economy is slowing down, obviously because of this quarantine we've been put in effect. You got to be careful that you don't buy, and then some news comes out or Boris Johnson comes and says something that traders and banks kind of effectively see as negative. So be careful with buys, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of tell people what. Yo, Heinz, mute yourself, man. I'm just gonna kind of tell people what I'm expecting for the news events like retail sales and CPI or PPI for GDP. Heinz, mute yourself. Does anyone have flipping controls on air?
What happened?
This Heinz guy is flipping being loud again, man. Hit this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Sorry, I was Rakeel jumping. I was gonna tell people what I was anticipating tomorrow for GBP news. Can I talk about it with you? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, go on.
Yeah, because with GBP, with inflation's based on like PPI and CPI news, and retail sales. But because the sentiment's still kind of bearish and negative with the pound, because they might cut rates again, and obviously the coronavirus, we've just gone into lockdown. Do you think it's possible that tomorrow's news could be negative and we could see GJ break back down into this past this consolidation range and further?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like below 127. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I don't know. That's long term.
That long term.
You got to understand too that the yen is manipulated by the Japanese government, and
it is.
Yeah, will they want it to get that low? It's kind of what you're asking, and I don't think they will.
See, the way how I look at charts is I don't really do long-term analysis. If I'm looking at this, my next target is going to be like 600 or down to 129 300. That's it. I don't try to anticipate huge moves, because if they don't happen, then I'm side railed and I'm not sure what to do, because I used to do that. And so that's a big move, 127. It can come down there, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, I'd have it as like a secondary target for a runner potentially. You know what I mean? If
this weekly candle is just making a top wick, then yeah, it's not far fetched to think that this week could just come back down.
See, the thing with that is
100%.
This weekly here in August, this was a strong support, right? So when this weekly candle closed, it closed above that support.
Yeah, the rejection of that wick, it's massive.
Yeah. So now daily is creating this mini support. So if we go down over here, and then daily is creating this mini support around 128. So this is a important area as well here now. So if that support is created on the daily, and the current daily candle has broken the high of the previous one, and if you look, so next probable target is around 130, 132. That's the daily wick over there.
And if you look on the 4-hour, Raja, can you zoom out a little bit? Yeah, that's exactly. So we need to break that zone there at 130,600.
Yeah.
That's it. If we break that, we then have the high, lower high, and then we'll break above. And then we're back in that trend of continuing back up. But if we reject here, we're more than likely going to come back down here. In my opinion. That is not financial advice.
I like the way you said, in my opinion.
It definitely can be wrong. But what I'm saying is as long as we break that, we're going up.
Yeah, because this is a strong resistance now on the 4-hour. 13600. Yeah, because last time when they cut the rates, the rate cut happened before London Open. They cut the rates, and then GJ it actually rallied. I think it was right over here somewhere. No. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it actually rallied, and then later on in New York session, once market realized that okay, we cut the rates, prices rallied. Now once market started absorbing this news, then price started to drop. If you guys remember, we caught those sells.
Was it as expected?
No. That was a.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't that.
Nowhere.
It was a. It was
gold is taking souls again.
It's a price cut.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I see on GJ here.
Looks like it's pushing back up.
Yeah, the 30-minute candle created some sort of a support there. Keeps rejecting this area.
Look at that liquidity grab there.
Keeps rejecting 130, 100.
Oh, but no wick to the top on the 15-minute.
The market is sideways market. I think that's false.
My God, that wick is 35 pips.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Massive.
I mean, Roger, do you think like it will be worth having like a buy order just above? If you look on 15 minutes, just above the previous one to fill that top wick.
Yep.
Me personally, I'm just staying away from buy and sell orders based on the fact that the spreads are so big right now. Because my action's a bit too early. It's put me off a little bit, to be honest. But it'll work, I'm sure. But
yeah, a buy stop at like 130, 270 would be pretty good. That's above the 15-minute candles.
Yeah,
that's sensible. Yeah.
And to go to 130,
400.
420.
Yep.
420.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely right. Your stop is going to be around at 130.
Where is it? Yeah, where's the stop?
Under the current 15-minute.
Wow. It's massive as well, isn't it?
Well, it's directly proportional to the move you want.
Yeah.
It's actually 1-to-1.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
Here
if
we
you
go.
took it, as it flipped, yeah, it's a 1-to-1 actually.
I didn't go. I didn't get
No,
in.
that's all right.
I didn't.
I would. Yeah, good. No, that's all right because you want it to see it break 13600 first. I think we're at a place where this could easily just reverse.
Yeah.
And go down like the previous 30-minute nearly did. Hey Chris, did you catch any more Euro New Zealand during London?
Yes, mate. Well, actually, no. After London, between London and now, about 80 pips. And then Carlo, I think, still holding 100 and... I don't know, Carlo. What are you holding now?
Oh, beauty. Well done, guys. That's it.
150, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
If you look at the way it's moved in the last... If you look at 15-minute chart and then look at the 50-minute structure, it's pretty straightforward.
I'm just trading.
Wow. Jeez.
You're in New Zealand Tuesdays, trust.
That just looks so... You just guys are catching all of that move.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Just got to have the confidence, mate. That's all. Wait for structure. Watch what happens. Because once it starts moving, it moves hard.
Mm.
And it still stays structured on like 15-minute, and it doesn't exceed the lows of the previous. Once the momentum starts, it keeps going for a long time.
Yeah, you could argue that it was a bearish structure until it broke 87200.
I got in at 86800-ish.
86
on 15-minute.
Okay. As it broke that high, I suppose. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
You tally that with the higher time frames, you can see what's happening with the higher time frame candles too. It's pretty cool.
Actually, yeah, it is. It's massive bullish. Yeah. So we should retest that high at one or Euro New Zealand should retest the high at least 190.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're only at 188 now. See what I mean?
Gee, Carlo, hold.
Man's holding.
Yeah, this is getting hard now. Like it's either going to hit my TP or hit my SL. Simply.
Yeah, I bottled it. I folded it like, what was it? Just under 188. I folded there from 186. So I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, you got your pips.
Yeah, trust.
My SL's at like 70 pips. So even if I get that, I ain't going to be mad at that.
Yeah, that's it. It's not as if you're going to complain, right?
Exactly.
Tough day at the office.
Yeah, added to them GJ buys as well. What a shame. Hard day, man. No, it's just it's a confidence thing. You see the same thing again and again. It's worth, you can make the most of it.
That's it. It looks like on the 5 minute, we're now making lower highs and lower lows on GJ. Yeah, so it looked like we're going to retest 129.790.
And is everything breaking today or something?
I think GG's still have some room to continue up. But right now it's a little bit complicated.
Morning, Ted.
Morning.
Yeah, morning, Ted.
It's been hell on earth this morning.
Yeah, no more gold for you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
The India is the cause of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did they do?
They basically removed a lot of. They taken away gold. And the way that the gold is being produced in India, they've removed it.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's increased the demand, and that's widened the spreads.
Jeez.
Hey Ted, have you heard anything from your end from banks or LPs on the offering of gold for retail brokerages?
Well, that's exactly what it is. There's now companies are removing gold off the market. So
Gotcha.
now the spreads are wider because of that, because there's no one wanting to trade gold anymore.
Gotcha.
So the cash cow that we have is no longer the cash cow. You got to find another pair to work on.
So the days of retail trading gold are likely over.
Well, I mean, it's the spreads of it have gotten a little tighter now that the U.S. market's open. But
it's going to be low liquidity. It's going to be excessive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine's stuck on 40.
Yeah, so that's what it is right now. Like I'm in a trade right now, and the spread is basically 50 pips or something like that. But I was already, I was already in from earlier this morning, like at 1573. So.
Nice work.
Yeah. And the YouTube chat is broken because it won't let me delete people fast enough.
Yeah, we got a lot of sexy ladies there.
I know everything's great, but you can't even click on them anymore. It's like now, finally, it was breaking for such a long time.
I think the best spread I've seen at the moment is Euro JPY at around 1, which is surprising, but good. Still some hope.
USD JPY has a good spread too.
Oh, what have you got?
I'll tell you now. It's like 1 pip, not even that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, nice. Very good. So Ted, if the spreads are so high for gold, how come you're staying in the trade? Do you expect it to do?
Well, because I've been in since 1573.
Yeah.
Price is 1600, so I mean.
Yeah, for 50 pips ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, entering is tough now.
But if people aren't trading it, then will it still make those moves that you anticipate it to, or does that make sense?
Well,
like,
I'm confused.
Oh, so like you've got a target. Like you obviously still expect it to continue moving to hit your target, even with the spreads being this large.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it hit the target?
I don't know, just the way it's current, like how it's currently at the moment with these massive spreads, and obviously this whole thing with India and
yeah, but the spreads are you're paying to play. That's what the spreads are.
Yep.
So
Okay, gotcha.
it just means Forex is getting more expensive to play with.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's like if you want a Ferrari, you need to pay 200,000 or 300,000 for a Ferrari. You can't say, well, now Ferrari's expensive. It's like, well, if you want a Ferrari, that's what you have to pay.
Okay, so it's business as usual, just more expensive. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this buy over here, no, actually this sell over here, I would say wait for a bearish candle forming over here for you to have some sort of a selling opportunity. The best thing would be to remove these fibs and do something like this. Maybe this will be your zone here, and then wait for a candle to flip bearish for confirmation instead of taking a blind sell with fibs and a trend line. Gotta wait for confirmation. And someone may say, oh, but it works all the time. Well, if it works, you wouldn't be on the stream sending a chart here. So just wait for confirmations. It's pretty good.
And Ted, how did you enter your gold buy? What was the confirmation you were looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
The 1 hour holding support at 1560.
Okay, yep, so closed bullish, yep.
And then it broke out.
Oh, perfect, yeah. If you look at it on the 1 hour, it's fantastic. Oh, it's dropped to 13 pips for me now from 20 pips, gold spread. Where do you plan on closing out, Ted?
I wouldn't.
Probably 1649.
Yeah, it's a great effort. I've just been looking at it on the chart. That's awesome, mate. It's a great hold.
1649 because it's that wick on the daily.
No, because we have a clean move on the daily all the way up to 1649. You're entering an area on the daily where you have 3 large candles, 2 bearish candles, 1 bullish. So this should mirror that whole move back up.
Perfect. Yep, there goes GJ. Who was going to take that that GJ buy stop? I can't remember. Once it broke the high at the 15-minute. Lucky.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, with the spreads the way they are, I mean, if you're not right on it with a buy stop or something, you get action too early.
Yeah.
And then something like that happens, you're done. It's tough, I think, at the minute.
Well, what I've been doing is just I've been waiting to see the candle break the high.
Exactly that.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it, I suppose.
Well, if you're anticipating, you can enter a little bit before that, to be honest, but it depends how confident you are at the time.
Confirmation that the Olympics have been delayed is out.
Yes.
Yeah, I read something about that yesterday. There's people pulling out and stuff. It's probably no one going to go anyway, right?
Yeah, it was taking a while for that to be official confirmation, but I think we've just got it.
Yeah. I think they've done Champions League yesterday as well, didn't they? Was it Champions League or something?
They've done all club finals.
Yeah.
Man, I reckon this whole coronavirus thing was a massive FU from China to the world. Did you get the Bloomberg notification that said that they're now lifting their lockdown on April 8th?
Oh.
In Wuhan.
Yeah, I saw that.
First ones to get it and first ones to get rid of it.
This coronavirus was a man-made virus leaked accidentally.
Well, aren't all these viruses patented? So they're man-made? Like,
yes.
I think the UK actually made that one. If I read it right, I'm sure we did.
Which one did the UK make?
Corona.
Oh,
I think so. I did read somewhere. I didn't really get into it that deep, to be honest, but I did read something along the lines of that. The people that were part of making it were from the UK. I don't know.
Nah. Well, look, it's... And then you got some other people saying that it's just a cover-up of the 5G network. Because 5G gives you flu-like symptoms, apparently.
Yeah, I heard that theory as well. Coronavirus also isn't a single thing. So coronavirus, like SARS, for example, was a type of coronavirus.
That's it, yeah.
So what's probably patented probably isn't the same thing as what I saw that same thing, Chris, but it's probably not the same
parts
thing
of,
as
isn't it, or something, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Where COVID is this strain of coronavirus.
Correct. Which I think is the one we did, though. I think that's what I was reading, unless that's a different thing. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a little while ago, but when everyone's trying to find to blame someone,
Stop shooting joints, blunts, and bongs while coronavirus is spreading. Wash your hands frequently.
Don't be a tramp. That's what it says. That's exactly what it says.
Well, so much for social distancing. We were like 12 people in one room the whole weekend.
Oh, it's all crap, Raja. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the funny thing is all the hotels on Miami Beach were closed. They were ordered to shut down. Hotels in Miami Beach were closed. Restaurants were closed. You can only do takeouts.
Where'd you stay?
I can't disclose that location because I always stay there.
On a beach.
Yeah.
On the beach. Daniel's mad at the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, they came by too. Raul came by and Purple Woman came by. So it's a good meetup. Kervin came by.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed if I come. because everything been shut. That would been a
Yeah.
tough one. That would been, I come all that way. I'm like, yeah. Oh.
Will you still come to the UK?
Yes.
Because I think they've ordered all hotels to close here.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's not done yet, is it? But they were
Yeah,
talking about.
it's they're basically ordering like big, not like the big hotels, but like a small shitty ones to close down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fine. Okay.
Yeah, like
I just seen talking about it last night. That's all.
they're close to all non-essential stays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I mean, if
when
they
you-
let me on the plane, it's
Well,
just
if
gonna
you're
be tough.
VIP, when you're VIP, you can do what you want, right?
Yeah, man. There's a whole month left, and the whole country can't be shut down for a whole month.
Otherwise, if you've seen Chris's house, you've got space there. Don't worry.
Yes.
Idiot.
On his terrace.
Oh, that was just. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and those tomahawk steaks that Kerwin made. Oh my goodness.
They were actually pretty good.
And mate, they looked amazing on the charcoal grill. Far out.
Yeah, we'll have a good time on Friday.
Yeah, well done, Kerwin.
Look good, man. Look good. And poor Cohen had to do all the push-up challenge last night.
Yeah, my chest's still hurting.
I'm going to do one in a bit.
I hate so
Why don't you just do it for the live stream, Chris?
Oh, no, dude. No. I let myself. I'll do
Chris,
about 3.
I'm so excited to see that video of you.
Hey, man can do push-ups, trust.
Well, the Cohen nominated me. I don't know why.
What could, yeah, because I always going to.
Because you're my friend.
I've got a hit list.
I've got a hit list.
Oh, yeah. You've been done now, so I can't get you, but I've got a few
Yeah.
more.
Is Angelo on that list?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Angelo's on every list.
What? What are you talking about?
Thing is, Angelo goes gym every day, so
Yeah, I go
no
to
biggie.
So,
Well, you have to do it one-handed. You have to do it
Well,
one-handed.
so he
Angelo.
says anyway.
You have to pick the unfit people. That's what you want.
and I train at home now, so
Ah.
Got the home gym.
nah, just do some body weight exercises.
I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos of people doing at-home exercises and showing everyone how to do it.
Yeah, because gyms are not working, so
Yeah.
and I started going out to those parks that have bars where you can do pull-ups, but now you can't even go to the park, so just
Really?
at home.
That's same with us as well. As of this morning, they've closed all the parks.
Yeah.
Oh, far
Now I
out.
can't even do that, so that's why I exercise at home.
Just download P90X.
P90X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, just download it. It's all at home workout, full body weight exercises, like a 90-day program.
That's cool.
No, all this.
Is there a website or something?
Well, not echelon.
Well,
Yeah,
you have
just-
to pay for it.
Just Google it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's
I'm
sake.
Googling it right now.
Get a torrent. Get a torrent. Yeah.
Oh, I signed up for it, so I get all the exercise like that as well as like 50 other programs.
P90X. There we go. YouTube.
Longwire.com. That's it.
Oh,
That's right.
is that still around?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably.
Man, I remember.
I spent years on that, man.
Well, you know what? All the schmucks that spent all that money in iTunes, and now they're locked into an iPhone for the rest of their lives because they got all this music. And then you got Spotify that just gives it all for free. What can you do?
Well, Spotify doesn't give it for free. You have to listen to ads every 2 songs.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that if you pay the, what is it, $15 a month, I'm pretty sure an album used to be $15.
Oh yeah.
On iTunes. Yeah. It's like, anyway.
But it's not yours forever, right? You're basically renting it because as soon as you stop that subscription, you lose access to all of those.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Oh, this chart makes sense here too. form of support to continue going up. Where to enter GJ? I think you need to send a chart on what you think is going to be a good entry on GJ. Since this 30-minute is bearish, it's closing bearish in 3 minutes, 8:30. I would want to see a bullish candle forming at this area or possibly coming down to your 129,400 to tap into this previous, like a retest area right over here to continue to go up. So you would want to see first, if you're looking for buys, then you want to see a support form. If you're looking for sells, then you got to play it that way. Wow, these gold spreads are crazy. Yes, indeed. Yes, they are. Why don't you short it and close short position on the 129,400 mark? Because I already took buys. I took buys around. I took great buys. I had buys from like 129,300, and then I took buys around 129,750. I took 3 trades today. 2, all were buys. 1 got stopped out. The last one. Are you done for the day? Yes, I am done for the day today. If this continues with gold spreads, I would suggest you to look at gold future contracts. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, Dow futures are up 700 points.
700.
Gee, that must be the QE kicking in.
Yeah, they're saying that Congress is going to pass that $1 trillion deal.
Oh, this is
Was it 1 or 2? I was reading about that yesterday, because that's going to be a lot of investment.
You know, I was reading that, there's not even any fear in the market yet. People are just buying the dip still. They're in the mindset, we're going to continue up. But what will tip it over is probably once the unemployment rate starts to tick up, I think that people start to get worried.
I was just thinking the non-farm payroll number is going to be insane.
Yeah. Could imagine.
So the trend is up on GJ, and I would only look at buys on GJ. Only buys, unless it comes below 128. Then I'm going to be looking for sells. Because this was the consolidation area on GJ here. What chart is this? 30-minute? Let's switch to the 1 hour here. So if we switch to the 1 hour, what we see is that this was the consolidation area on the 1 hour. And once we break below this consolidation area, we have this clean range coming down here. Right here. So 127,500 down to 126,500. This is a 100 pip range. And now we're above this area. So this is a trending range right over here. The reason I say it's a trending range because you had a clean move going down, and now price has made a high. In a perfect world, it should create a retest, like a support down here, and then continue to move up. We have interest rates coming tomorrow, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. I mean, if they lower the rates, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure. But just by looking at the 4 hour, go to the 4 hour, 4 hour is going to present us with some more, simpler chart. So if we look at the 4 hour, this is the resistance here, really, really strong at 13700. And once we break above here, we're heading up to 132. 140 more pips. Wow, that'd be crazy. Daily is also warranting for that move as well, because daily is closing above the previous daily. GG has a warrant to go bullish. $30-minute candle closed, 15-minute candle closed bullish. 15-minute candle broke this support where we thought it's going to continue moving up. 30-minute candle has closed bearish. There's a higher chance 30-minute candle can continue bearish as long as the 15-minute stays below, I'd say, 130, 100. But if the 30-minute candle overall closes bullish, then there's a higher chance we're going to continue moving up. So for buys, you're waiting. For sells, you're looking for sells.
Yeah, I don't think that 15-minute was strong enough of a close.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? It seems like an indecision candle nearly.
Oh yeah, not strong enough at all, because I mean this was the support here. So this move up could be like a retest to continue down.
Yeah, there it goes. Made the wick.
Magic keys just arrived in the UK. Well, there we go. If the magic keys can arrive in the UK, then Raja can arrive in the UK too. Sell on retest of previous support. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, where's Mac? Just realised. Was Mac in London session, Chris?
No, mate, no. Just me and the boys and the followers.
Very nice. How's that new Slack channel coming up?
Oh, it's all done and dusted, mate. It's awesome. Yeah, it should be good.
Beautiful.
Once.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. A lot of work, but worth it, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
You're going to help a lot of people.
Hope so, mate. That's the plan. We'll see.
Can we look at Euro USD? I think you need to send a chart. People really fail to read the rules for the stream. I don't know why or how that happens. Entered on my analysis, please. Oh, nice. Can we send charts in based on a different strategy? Does it in your style? Yeah, you can send all the charts. What's this? GJ sells waiting for next 1 hour to close below the wick and support sell target. I think you can still have a potential sells here. This 15-minute candle is about to close in 9 minutes, and if it closes bearish, you have a higher chance for it to continue moving down. If it closes bearish, because that's in turn is going to send the 30-minute continuing down too. So there's a little bit of a waiting involved, because if it closes bullish and then the 30-minute closes bullish, then there's a higher chance for it to continue up. Let's kind of zoom in over here. 5 minutes breaking the low of the previous 5 minute. If it breaks it, the probability of it continuing bearish becomes higher on the higher time frame, which is going to be the 15-minute time frame.
Yep, broke the low.
Broke the low on the 5 minute?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. It's gonna
going down.
Now you gotta wait for the 15-minute to close. Raja, have you considered trading Bitcoin? What are the no, I haven't. What are the pros and cons for you to trade it? Oh, I don't know, because I haven't traded it. UJ. Yep, looks good. Waiting for a retracement to take a buy. Perfect. Gold spread is bigger than the candles. Yes, that's true. What's this? Oh, oil. Next candle can go up to 24. Expect support go to. Oh, this is very nice analysis. Wah bhai wah. Mr. Farhan, very nice. Ooh, this thing flipping now. It's very important to wait for it to close.
You wouldn't consider that congested traffic to the left there?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why for a buy, you'd want a 30-minute to close bullish. Because the 15-minute could just, you know, kind of like tap into this entire area and then fall. So you'd want a 30-minute to close bullish, because 30-minute is a much stronger confirmation than the 15-minute. Can you show your analysis on UJ? I have no analysis on UJ. I'll show you my UJ markup over here. Yeah, this is my analysis, nothing. I don't trade UJ. So I have no analysis. Well, looking at it on the 4 hour, seems like we made a support and should be heading up to the next support, which is over here. So if we go to the 1 hour, you'd want to see some sort of a support created somewhere in this area to continue going up. I don't trade UJ, so for me to analyze UJ is pointless, because I don't trade it. Minutes about to close bearish here, which will indicate that this is the high of the 30-minute candle, which is right over here. It's created, and the next 15-minute candle should continue down to fill this wick and then eventually come down to even like 129.500 or something like that. Look at the Yep, would look good. If someone's looking for sells, this would be good. If this closes bearish, next one should continue down. As long as it respects the high of the this current 15-minute candle. Oh, okay. Probably before the close. Oh, there we go. Ah.
Just knows you're talking about it, Raja.
Yeah.
Or maybe the viewers are getting in early sales. The amount of volume.
Perplexed Crypto Slick Oh, took the sells. Yeah, see the 15-minute close bearish here. 15-minute close bearish, higher chance of this one to continue bearish as long as it stays below the high of the previous one, and that in turn will push the 30-minute bearish and eventually, like, you know, correct this move up. But all that depends on the 15-minute stays below 129, 900, 129, 950. So your stop is going to be around 20 pips, 24. TP around the same, around, you know, like 25, 30, somewhere this area. I'm waiting for support for GJ buys. Yep, perfect. Someone's looking for buys and someone's in sells, so this is awesome. Waiting.
Nice to have a one-on-one. It's awesome.
Sure. I have a feeling gold is gonna rip right back down, really hard.
I'm not looking at chat. How far did it go up? Where did we get to?
It's only
20s. Oh, it got into the 20s. Wow.
But the futures market's up like 900 points. Yeah. So I have a feeling that the US dollar is going to gain an incredible amount of strength.
Are you going to bottle it?
I have a stop in, so I'll take my stop.
Oh, do you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new virus started in China.
Yeah.
Quick, buy some more.
Is that the hantavirus?
Hantavirus.
I literally just read about that.
Awesome.
All because someone didn't wash their hands.
Traps.
Honestly, next time I'm in a washroom and I see someone not wash their hands, I'm just gonna punch them. No, legitimately, because sometimes I look at people and I give them like give them like a dirty look when I'm in a washroom with them because they just walk out. But now I'm just gonna turn around, and just punch them in the back of the head as they walk out of the.
What's that for? Oh, because you're a tramp.
Yeah, because you're dirty.
Yep.
You didn't learn the first time.
That video you sent now sounds clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, got some good pointers.
Another virus.
Is that actually a legit thing? I've not even read that properly. Is that actually something serious?
So stupid. What, the virus?
Where did you read it? I'll have to
No, it's not a new virus. It's been around.
Oh, yeah.
What is hantavirus and how does it spread? And there's a rat. Wonderful.
Yeah, supposedly human to human. Like it's not that contagious human to human.
You have to literally eat rat piss or rat feces.
Yeah, but the thing with that is like people have been eating rats and bats and things for like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It just started
They're
now.
just gonna go lick one, are they? Grab one in the street quick.
Yes, especially with Ebola too, like they've been eating monkeys and monkey babies since the start of time.
Monkey babies.
Monkey babies.
Yeah. Humans are weird, man. You don't know what to do. Oh, this looks like a nice meal. Let's go grab
Have
it.
a monkey. I don't have a baby, please. Madness.
Chris, I just sent it to you.
Oh, thank you, mate. What, the virus? I won't open it. Cheers, man. I need to prepare myself for the second coming.
I don't know how legit the source is though, so don't quote me on it.
It's legitimately funny when people say what's going to happen if this gets out of control. Like any sort of pandemic or any sort of world activity gets out of control. It's really the least of our worries because we're so low on the totem pole. We're all grouped in together. Like we're all stuck in the same boat. Like, so at this point, you shouldn't be worried because we're all going to be in the same suffering. So it doesn't matter. Like it's almost like when I tell people, I'm like, look at it this way. We're all basically in the same wealth class, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or, you know, you're a thousandaire or whatever it is. The fact that you are not in elite status means that we're all going to be put into the same boat. It just means it'll happen at different times, but we'll all eventually get to the same destination. So that's why I tell people not to worry. You know, these pandemics, epidemics, whatever you want to call them, we're all done anyways. So you're not going to be like, oh, that person's surviving and now I'm living on the street. No, we'll all be on the street together.
Yep.
That's basically what it comes down to. It's like, that's why I'm never worried about this stuff, because if the government doesn't fix it, we're all screwed.
Yep.
So there's no real reason to worry about anything, because if we get screwed, we all get screwed at the same time, and that's life. Like, that's how I look at it right now. And people ask me, like, how can you not care about anything? I'm like, because if I do, I'm caring about something I have no control over, and that it's going to affect everybody anyways. So that's going to be the new norm. And that's what people don't understand. This is the new norm of life. So everybody's in the same boat. It's not like one person has an advantage right now over another person. We're all stuck in the same spot.
Yeah, what can you actually change?
Yeah,
it's like nothing.
You can't do anything. So that's why I don't understand what the panic's for. It's like if the world goes upside down, we all go with it. So that's just the new normal. It's like, what are you supposed to do? You don't have the power to change things. You don't have enough money to live on an island like Ronaldo. So really, you're stuck. You know, if there's no food on the shelves, it doesn't matter how much money I have. There's no food. I can't buy food that doesn't exist. So really, money at that point becomes inconsequential. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very true. I just had visions of like gravity stopping and everyone just falling off the world, then just like flying into space. I was like, what would happen if they turned the world upside down and we all just fell off? That'd be it. Because it's flat, right? So. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. That's just my point of view.
Well, I did watch iLegend again last night, iLegend, just to make sure I got some pointers. So I'm good.
Has anybody watched Pandemic on Netflix?
Someone told me about that last night. I'm going to give it a go.
I don't understand, like, the irony of all these sequences of events. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, because this was out ages ago, right? Or someone was telling me about, someone told me about it yesterday. It might be worth it. Watch. Being I've got nothing much else better to do right now. Apart from my push-ups.
Well, the thing is, what they've always said is that movies set the tone for society. Like, that's how we become indoctrined with the ideas of what's going to happen in the future with movies. That was the reason why when there was all those terrorist events for a long time, they wouldn't put movies about terrorism up.
Yeah, like the airport stuff.
That's right. Yeah, they removed all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it'll probably be the same thing with these like pandemic movies. They'll probably remove them from being put up because it just basically creates fear.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because there was the new Die Hard film got in that, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, people are like, oh, you know, you can't watch that because it's bad.
Yeah.
Other people are like, yeah, you're an idiot.
Oh, the movies released in 1990s, they'd be considered really offensive if they played them now.
Oh yeah, some of them in the 90s. Oh geez, like the words that the things that they talk about and all like the, I guess, the racism and everything in them.
I can remember watching John Wayne first, where he like smacks a kid about and chucks him in a river, teach him to swim. That's life. Go swim. You'll either drown or not. That's like, wow.
Oh,
Can't do that nowadays.
Oh, geez, just pushing over here. Here comes the continuation towards Wow. If it breaks here, wow, this has gone bullish.
Yeah, I've got a zone at 0.70, about 0.670, but it's just perfectly respected and carried on moving up now, so I'm going to look for buys again, I reckon.
Yeah, the hour is turning bullish now. So
Yeah,
we'll
looks
get
nice.
push the last 5 minutes of this candle.
Wow, we could go to 131.
Yeah. I've got 31.9 as a. Sorry, 31.
Having a buy stop right here would be perfect.
Yeah, in the next 5 minutes, I think you can look for GJ buys above that level if it continues to push this way, because we just grabbed a whole bunch of liquidity and created support.
Mm-hmm.
So you got like 131.670 as a good target. First target I think you have is 135.50, and then if we pass 550, we're going to 131.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got 209, 131, 209.
So lots of room.
There's an awesome wick on the 4 hour we can get to at some point.
Yeah, I got in a position here. It should continue.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna risk it.
Risk it, baby.
This sounds like what Kerwin was saying. When was it? On Friday? No, Thursday. Saying to Monty, "Come on, Monty." Yeah, Friday morning.
Oh, when we did it on the 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. We did. It was good. Playing with a bit of profit. It worked out really well, man. That was a good trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we planned that one real good.
Yeah, that was a good trade.
You can see it coming similar to this, actually.
In the chat.
Yeah, Jesus. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Very similar to this, actually.
Caught like 70 pips on that trade.
Yeah.
Wow.
On on Thursday, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was about. Well, I held to 400 and something. Actually, I think 410. I think it was or something.
Yeah, this looks good. Break above resistance and continue moving. I think you could probably find a earlier entry too on the 15-minute maybe. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, this 30-minute on GU seems like the next one can continue pushing up. It's broke the high of the previous one and there's enough room. It's just bullish. Wow, this is 30 pips. Hi guys, new here. Hello.
Hello.
I want to take GU, but I'm worried about the news in 30 minutes. Well, then don't take it. Looking for buys. Technically, this makes sense, but also you need to be aware that what if this candle starts to flip bullish, or the next one starts to break the high and starts to continue moving bullish. God, we got 1 minute left for this to close. 1 minute left for GU to close. The thing with GU is this: you have to give away a 30 pip stop loss for the same amount of gain. Same thing with GJ.
That's why I was like safer above that level.
Yeah, but at the same time you can have a 1-to-1. Roger, can you explain why we would buy at the close of this candle? No, there's no we. There's me and you. But I think a buy stop at like 130, 340 above this candle would be perfect for it to continue moving bullish. Because if it's closing, look, it closed below resistance here. So above this level would be perfect. It's gonna go poop, poop, poop. Let's put a buy stop at 130, 340.
Because I don't really watch TV. I just watch catch up or like Netflix and stuff. So my mum filled me in, and then Instagram fills you in everything that you need to know anyway. But I'm just bored. Like, I'm so bored. I'm here on my own. I feel like I'm just gonna go mad.
Oh, my bad, people.
Hey, Roger, where would your stop loss be?
Not sure yet. It has to
okay.
break, yeah, and then we'll see. Because
so it'll be the low.
Because with the buy stops and sell stops, I expect price to just continue through.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, in the movies you watch when a car is moving really fast and the cops are trying to stop it and they place like barricades in front of it and the car just says, just go through it. And it goes right through it. So that's what a buy stop is.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why are the spreads so high on gold? Because the gold is not being traded right now a lot. That's why spreads are high on gold. Spread is pretty big on GJ. It hasn't activated yet.
Yeah. It's pretty big. That is coming. The previous 1 hour candle got a lot of liquidity.
Yep.
It's a lot of volume.
Oh,
Let's
there we go.
Do it, buddy. Come on. You can do it. Once we break 130, 480. Man, it's gonna make a nice move.
Tell myself I should stop overtrading, but honestly, that was the easiest 18 pip I've just made in my entire life. Just literally come back from having a bit of lunch. Then he's going back up, and I thought, oh, we'll quickly take a little cheeky one there up to 130, 400. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Where's your target in this trade? Wow, man, people are just copying things. So scary.
Yep.
I closed that break even here. Wow.
People don't get it.
People don't understand.
No. They don't watch the videos, they don't know how to map out trades, they don't know how to build the plan, and they just come here looking for money. And that's the fastest way to lose money.
There's no longevity.
Nope.
Especially when most people are sitting at home now doing nothing. They're
That's
not
what I
allowed to
mean,
go out.
yeah.
Trust me, you should spend time trying to learn something new. Even if it isn't this, you know what I mean? Do something else.
Oh, we're doing challenges, push-up challenges.
Don't, man. I've got to do it in a minute. We've got to think of some more. That's pretty funny.
I see this push-up challenge. What is this? One push-up for every year? How old you are or something? Or?
Oh, don't start that because I'd have to do loads.
No, it's just more like 20 for 20 or something like that. I don't know. I just did 20 the other day because people were talking about it.
30 over 30, 40 over 40, 50 over 50.
Nah, we're not playing that game. 4 Cohen and me would be done, and Ted would be done.
I could do 40, no problem. I just thought it was supposed to be 20. So
if you want to up the stakes, that's
well, there's have you ever done the 100 push-up challenge?
Never. No.
Oh, okay. There's a 30-day website. If you go on there, it teaches you how to do 100 push-ups in 30 days.
Oh, is that when you progress bit by bit?
Yes. Yeah.
I've heard of it. Actually, I've heard of it. I haven't attempted it. So you're setting the standard at 100. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Alright, come on, GJ, this one.
Oh, is it
These are
pushing?
100 one-handed push-ups whilst taking buys on GJ, bearing in mind.
I tried. I was going to video one-handed push-ups last night. I did like half. That's not that.
Do push-up for the amount of pips you catch for the day. Oh, that's easy. 10.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm not trading EN anymore.
Next is going to be handstands. I'll start the handstands.
Handstands. Walking on your hands. That'd be good. Sure, we see some good failures there.
Yeah, I can actually do a handstand. I can do one handstand push-up. That's it. That's really, really hard.
What, like against the wall?
Yeah, against the wall. You stand
Yeah,
against the wall.
yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
Yeah, it's a lot of shoulder strength. How does one go about joining your trading group? Well, you can't. Jesus approaching its finer frontier. It broke above the 1 hour bearish doji-ish candle with long liquidity wick. What did GU do here? Let's see. Oh, GU also pushed up. GU had a much better push than GJ. Wow, 25 pips. Best way to avoid false breakouts? There is no way to avoid false breakouts. A false breakout is there to, like, fake you out, basically.
At the end of the day, execute with a plan and have a stop or a risk management for your trade and you're fine. Trading is about probability. It's not about being right 100% of the time. It's being right the majority of time and managing your risk each time you trade. That's all you have to do with trading is execute. The more you execute, the more comfortable you get. The more comfortable you get, the more ways you know how to make money. If you sit there and try and find the perfect opportunity every single time, you'll be sitting there forever.
EJ, if price made a high, if this candle closes bullish, it could recheck. Yep, this makes sense. Great analysis. This could be a great play for price to continue up to 124.50. Oh, are we unloading vegetables? What's going on?
Gartek?
Gartek.
Gartek? What are you doing, Gartek?
Yeah, we saw Gartek in riding from Miami to Fort Lauderdale the other day in a truck.
Yeah, man. During the night.
Yeah.
After driving 4 hours back and forth. Riding? Right? That was fun.
Where should the stop loss be located in this operation? I think you need to identify where your stop loss is going to be located in your operation and then just go based off of that. But if you really want to know, if you look on the 15 minutes closing bullish, so I think a stop should be located at like 130, 100 would be a good location for a stop loss in this location. Very aggressive. A safer one would be at 129,600. Oh, actually, like 130. So if this 30-minute, there's like 15 minutes left for this to close. If you look on the 15-minute closed bullish above the other ones here to the left. So you could just imagine this one continuing bullish if it stays above the low of the previous 15-minute candle.
Come on, Ted, press the button.
Press it. Press it and it should go.
Okay.
Boom.
Pressing the button.
Yeah, if you don't go.
All right.
Button has been pressed.
Alright, so everyone starts paying attention.
All right.
All right.
There you go. Button's been pressed.
Me and Karim were jamming to Freddie Mercury, high as fuck, driving to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, man.
After meeting Bernard.
I just got 10 pips off that.
And I said to myself, I was blind, but now I see.
Thinking to re-enter if it does what I'm expecting. Oh, let's see what you're expecting over here. Oh, nice. You're expecting it to come way down. Oh, GU is also pushing and GJ is also beginning to push.
That was a good shout on GU. You
Yeah.
said about that earlier. That played out nice.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is all the people now that are coming back from like all my previous mentorships going, oh, can I learn still? It's like, yeah, been here for 5 years. You guys keep
all that time.
Falling off the bike, getting back on the bike. And it's like, where do I go get stuff? It's like, same place you always got stuff. It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. And now they're off trading again. Like, oh boy.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of messages recently about that type of stuff.
Yeah. Time to bring the band back together.
I just did a bad thing.
What have you done?
I had this open calc open, so I wanted to close the open calc, and
You pressed over trade.
yeah.
I did this morning.
Fuck,
I was in GJ. I added a second entry with a 2 lot. I started with 1. I did second entry with the 2 lot, and I went to close half, and I ended up closing the big one. And
Wow.
I was like, god damn it. Damn it.
Yeah. Wow.
Just looking, if the gold spread wasn't 40 pips, I'd be actually in a decent sized profit right now. I mean, I'm not that I'm not, but it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's moved up nice.
Yeah. Well, like, it should be at 1608 right now, but it's at 1604.
Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. Things we get back into the 20s, Ted, I don't think you mind too much. Look, do you think these spreads will get bigger, though, in all seriousness?
No, I think with that $1 trillion coming into the market, that'll bring everything back.
Okay.
I really think they're going to inject so much money in, and in the next couple of weeks, the curve will flatten with the pandemic, and they'll start sending people back.
Yeah, sensible.
Because what'll happen is all they're waiting for it to do is flatten. And then what they'll say is, listen, be cautious when you're out there, but essentially this is, this is the norm now, and people that are sick will basically just sort of
manageable now.
Yeah, it's manageable. That's really the only thing that they're looking to do, is they're looking just to contain it so that it doesn't put a burden on the healthcare system. It has nothing to do with it being nutty or deadly, because I mean, the people that are dying are people that were going to die anyways. I'm sorry to say, I can be as cold-hearted as I want, but there hasn't been someone who's been 100% perfectly healthy that has died. I haven't read any report. It's always been someone with already pre-existing health conditions, and that puts a strain on the healthcare system. It has nothing to do with the fact that this thing is out of control. It's not out of control. You can't keep infecting already sick people.
That's right.
Because you're just making a mess of everything.
Yeah, that's the whole part of it here. It's based on to keep the healthcare system afloat, just so it doesn't go over the top. So they can't care for people that really need it, basically. So once it's manageable, I think we'll be back to normal. But like you said, it'll still be here. It's not going to go anywhere.
That's right.
Until we get that whole, what's it called, cure.
Yeah, which they're going to manufacture very shortly. And that's basically what it'll come down to is, 12-year-old died. Okay, well, show me the report. I haven't heard any report. That would have been all over the news. Let's see.
Well, I've seen people getting it that are in there. I read about someone's marathon runner who got it the other week, and he was 29, I think. And he said he just explained the symptoms, said how bad it was for him. But it's fine. But it wasn't a nice situation to be in. He said, but he's not dead.
Is that the fella who said he thought he was drowning?
That's it, mate. Yeah. He just explained the symptoms and how he felt and how he had to just concentrate on breathing. He had to understand breathing. He had to take smaller breaths or something, he was saying, because it felt a little bit strange. But I mean, he was in and out of hospital within like 6 or 8 hours or something. And he went home and they said, just monitor it, concentrate on your breathing, restricting your breathing a little bit, not having big, deep breaths. But
yes, CNN, 12-year-old girl with coronavirus is on ventilator. She hasn't died.
Yes, exactly. I think there was an 18-year-old, but again, that was underlying issues here in the UK anyway. I think I can't remember what it was now. Something.
Yeah, like my buddy got corona.
Oh, come on, TJ.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Sorry, I got excited. I was like, I'll have a bit of that, thank you.
Come on, TJ.
Yeah, Ted, you were saying?
My buddy got coronavirus the other day. He just had a headache. He tested positive for it, and he just had a headache, and now he's in self-isolation.
Yeah.
So, regardless of what the fact is, people are dying. That's the sad part. People die every day. Are we supposed to cry for everyone?
It's just more noticeable now. That's the thing.
I don't have time to worry about people dying. You're supposed to die. That's life.
That's true, though.
Sadly, that's the ugly truth, man.
If I get hit by a car tomorrow, I'm dead. That's what happens. You die.
It's only apparent now because everyone's talking about it on the telly, but the fact is, people die every single day.
You live
More
and then
people
you
have
die.
died from flu this year than that.
That's what I mean. It's just, I wish people would just calm down, wash your hands so we can move on with life.
That's the biggest thing that gets me each time. Just wash your hands, man.
That's it. Wash your hands. We can resume normal life. That's it.
There was something I'm reading. They were like, it spreads through touching saliva, so make sure your saliva doesn't go in someone's mouth and stuff like that. Like, why would it go in someone's mouth?
That's what I don't understand. Like the stupidest things I've read from what we can get it all from metal. When do you touch metal? Like when I used to ride the train in the morning, I wore gloves all the time, or I wrapped my like arm around the pole so my hands wouldn't actually touch it. I'm not touching anything out in public. Are you crazy? Do you know the dirty people out there?
Mm-hmm.
When I go to when I play poker or I go to a casino, I literally wash my hand. I don't touch my face. I literally have my hands nowhere near any part of any orifice in my body, and I'm washing my hands every time I get up. If I have to go eat, I wash my hands and I go eat, and then I go back again. I never eat with my hands if I've touched chips. Like it's common sense.
Chris, you still here in the chat?
Yeah, kind of. I'm still here.
Cool. I'm heading off. I just wanted to say thanks for the London session earlier this morning. It was first time joining.
Oh, was it? Oh no,
Yeah.
pleasure, mate. No, not a problem. I hope you enjoyed it and you got something from it. So yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, learned a lot. Good to get back into doing things I used to do a few years ago, as we spoke over the weekend and that.
Mate, for sure.
Yeah, it's good, mate. And good to make a few pips and that again, and good to be part of it with Roger and speak to Ted and that. So yeah, nice.
Nice one, Dan. Cheers for that, mate. Appreciate it. I'll speak to you soon, no doubt.
You all tomorrow.
Thanks, Chris. Take care.
Yeah.
That was Daniel. I'm not going. I'm still here.
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, no, saying that, I might actually go and have some lunch, I think. What's the time? Yeah, I'll go make a move, go and have some lunch. Have a good afternoon, boys, or morning.
All right, take care.
Speak to
Have
you a bit
fun.
later on.
Take care.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, the way Daniel talks, it's like these guys from Formula One. He talks, his voice is so deep.
$25,000 people lose lives every day as a result of hunger. Wow.
That doesn't make news though because everybody's immune to it.
We've heard it enough, so we're like, yeah, okay, it happens. You know?
But that's what I mean, right? So that's why it really bothers me that we put so much emphasis on this stuff when if this was the only thing that was killing people, I can see how this was a headline. But it's not the only thing killing people every day. So how come we're not reporting about every single thing that kills somebody? And people, you know, the media hypes it up and everybody else, oh, this, that. This is one big fear-mongering. I can't buy chicken now because people have hoarded chicken for the last like 15 years.
Well, man, looks like that button you press, it worked. It moved like
thanks.
what? 28, 30
Yeah,
pips?
It's all about pushing the button.
All right, everybody, I'm going to head off. I have to jump on a call here.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right, I'm going into isolation again.
Good luck. Awesome.
Good luck. Enjoy.
Oh, the stream is still open. Perfect. Awesome. GJ pushed up a little bit more. That was a perfect buying. Breaking down the 15 minute to the 30 minute.